Welcome to the deep dive. We talk all the time about how fast AI is moving. Breakthroughs seem to happen like every day. But for a lot of us, how we actually use AI, it's still kind of superficial, right? Just asking for funny poems, maybe generating a cool picture, more out of curiosity, really. But here's the real challenge. The thing hiding underneath. While everyone's sort of experimenting, very few people genuinely understand how to harness AI's, well, its raw power to build a real sustainable income. It's this amazing tool, but how do you actually flip that switch? How do you make it a wealth-generating engine for yourself?
And that's exactly what we're digging into today. This isn't going to be another surface-level chat about AI buzzwords. Forget that. We're doing a proper deep dive into 7 specific essential AI skills. Skills that businesses, well, they're not just interested in them. They are desperate for people who have these skills. And they're willing to pay top dollar in 2025 and, looking beyond that too.
Yeah, that's the key. Whether you've got a business idea simmering or you just want to seriously level up your career, getting good at even one or two of these, it's going to put you miles ahead. You'll create this huge gap between yourself and, well, everyone else who's just using AI for the basics. So get ready. We're about to map out how you can turn AI from just an interesting toy into a powerful financial tool.
Okay, let's kick things off. Skill number 1, prompt engineering. So think of AI like this incredibly powerful jet engine. Prompt engineering is it's the control panel, and maybe the pilot too. It's how you talk to it.
Exactly. It's how you give it those precise instructions to get it to do amazing things. And it's like absolutely foundational. It unlocks pretty much everything else. And get this, here's a pretty wild statistic I saw recently. Something like 78% of all AI projects actually fail.
78%? Really? Why? Is the tech not good enough? No, that's the crazy part. It's not usually the technology. It's the communication. It's the gap between the human asking and the AI understanding. Companies are basically throwing away mountains of money just because they haven't figured out how to, talk to these systems properly.
Wow. So it's a communication breakdown, essentially.
At its core, yeah, a very expensive communication breakdown.
Yeah.
It shows that mastering AI really starts with mastering how you ask the questions.
Right. So if you get good at this, you're not just getting slightly better results. You're getting results that are, what, faster? More
True.
creative?
And, critically, results that are actually aligned with what you intended to get. It's the difference between the AI giving you back some, mediocre first draft and prompting it to deliver a strategic masterpiece that just nails it. So the trick is, you need to start treating these AI systems less like a search box and more like maybe a genius employee.
A genius employee. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they can do incredible things, but they aren't mind readers. They need really clear, detailed, structured instructions. We actually have a model for this, sometimes called the professional prompt structure. You can remember it as RCTAF.
RCTAF, what does that stand for?
Role, context, task, audience, and format. Let me give you a quick example. Instead of just saying, write me an ad for a new coffee shop, which is super vague, right?
Yeah, very vague.
You use the RCTAF structure. Like for this fictional shop, the Saigon Brew. Role. Act like a marketing expert, 10 years in high-end food and beverage, specialized in coffee shops. See? You give it a persona.
Okay, got it.
Role, then context. I'm launching the Saigon Brew in District 1, Ho Chi Minh City. It's pour-over, cold brew, quiet vibe, targets office workers, expats. Price is about 20% above average. Lots of detail.
Setting the scene.
Exactly. Then the task. Write a Facebook post for the grand opening week. Create curiosity. Emphasize the quality beans, the workspace. Call to action is visit for a 15% discount. Very specific goal.
All right.
Audience. Coffee lovers, office workers, 25-40. Expats and HCMC who like quality. Who are we talking to?
Audience. Makes sense.
And finally, format. Catchy headline under 10 words. Body about 150 words. 2-3 paragraphs. Clear CTA. Use 3-4 emojis. How should it look?
Format. Okay, RCTAF. I can see how that gets you a much better result than just write an ad.
Night-day difference. And that role part, that's huge. Role-based prompting. Telling the AI who to be changes everything. Its tone, its knowledge, its style. Like you could say, act as a senior strategy consultant from McKinsey. Analyze the top 3 mobile payment trends in Southeast Asia by 2026. Suddenly, you're getting high-level strategic thinking.
Without the McKinsey bill.
Exactly. Then there's example-based prompting or few-shot training. Instead of explaining a style forever, you just show it a couple of perfect examples.
Like teaching by showing.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Give it 2 or 3 marketing emails you like, or articles by someone whose voice you want to mimic. It learns fast. And for really complex stuff, there's chain of thought prompting. You don't ask for the final answer straight away. You tell the AI, think step by step.
Break it down for it.
Yeah, like for a business plan. First, analyze market demand. Second, identify customer segments. Third, evaluate difficulty, and so on. It forces logical thinking. You get much more thorough results.
Okay, so mastering prompt engineering, it really is the master key, isn't it? It unlocks how you use all the other AI tools effectively. It lets you be the director, which leads us perfectly into skill number 2, AI automation. Once you can talk to AI, how about getting it to do all that boring, repetitive stuff for you? There was this Slack statistic recently. It said office workers spend something like 40% of their time on low-value, repetitive tasks. 40%.
Yeah, it's staggering when you think about it.
It's almost 2 full workdays every single week, just
Hmm.
gone, wasted on stuff anyone could do, or maybe an AI could do. I know I've wasted hours on things like that.
Absolutely. And that's the problem AI automation solves. It lets you build these, well, intelligent systems that just handle those tasks. 2 under 4/7. No getting tired, no making silly mistakes. It frees up human time and brain power for the stuff that actually matters. Strategy, creativity, talking to customers. You're essentially buying back your time.
And the good news is you don't need to be some coding genius to get started, right? There are tools for this.
Oh, definitely. There are some great beginner-friendly options.
Yeah.
Zapier is a classic example. Think of it like uh, training wheels for automation.
String wheels. Okay.
Connects thousands of apps, over 6,000, I think, with really simple trigger action logic. Like when someone fills out my website contact form,
Mm.
that's the trigger.
Uh-huh.
Then automatically add them to MailChimp and send a Slack message to sales. That's the action. Simple, but incredibly useful.
Yeah, I can see that saving a ton of manual work. What about more complex stuff?
Well, then you might look at something like make.com. It used to be called Integromat. It lets you build more sophisticated workflows, almost like visual decision trees.
Decision trees.
Yeah, with multiple steps and branching logic. Imagine, say, a home repair business. Trigger, job marked complete. Action 1, send a thank you text. Action 2, wait 3 days. Then Action 3 uses a router. If they leave a 5-star review, send a 10% discount code. But TIF, the review is less than 3 stars, automatically create a support ticket and alert a manager.
Wow, okay. That's pretty smart. Very tailored follow-up.
Exactly. And for people who want even more power and control, maybe over their data privacy too, there's N8N.io. It's open source, super flexible.
Got it. So how do you turn this into a high-paying skill? Just learn Zapier.
Well, you can, but the real money, the profitable approach is specialization. Become an automation expert for a specific niche.
A niche, like dentists. There were lawyers.
Exactly like that. Pick an industry, dental practices, law firms, real estate agents, whatever. Then really dive deep. Research their world, watch their YouTube channels, read their trade magazines, hang out in their Facebook groups.
Find out what makes them tick.
And find out their pain points. What repetitive tasks are driving them crazy? What takes up way too much time? The best way, just talk to them. Ask actual business owners, what's the single most frustrating, time-consuming task you have to deal with?
Okay, so find the pain.
Find the pain, then build a specific done-for-you automation package that solves that specific pain. Not just general automation, but say a patient appointment and follow-up automation system for dental clinics.
Ah, so you're selling a solution, not just a tool.
Precisely. And because it's specialized, solving a known expensive problem for them, you can charge way more. Like 3 to 5 times what a generalist freelancer might charge. You're the expert for their specific problem.
That makes a lot of sense. You're saving them time, probably helping them make more money.
No.
Tangible value.
Huge value. Now, moving up the ladder a bit. Skill number 3, AI development. If prompt engineering and automation can get you into 6 figures, actually learning to build AI applications, that opens doors to, well, $200,000, $300,000, potentially much more.
Okay, so this is moving beyond using existing tools.
Right. This is about creating custom AI solutions from maybe not scratch, but closer to it. Building applications that solve unique business problems that off-the-shelf tools just can't handle.
So if someone wants to go down this path, what are the core technical skills they need? Where do they start? Python seems to come up a lot.
Python is definitely key. It's kind of the default language for AI right now. It's known for being relatively easier to learn than some other languages, which helps. But the main thing is its ecosystem. It has these massive libraries, TensorFlow, PyTorch, scikit-learn, that handle a lot of the really complex math and algorithms for you. Makes building powerful AI models much more accessible.
Okay, so Python first. What else? You mentioned APIs before.
Right, AI APIs. API stands for Application Programming Interface. Think of it like a messenger.
A messenger.
Yeah, it lets your custom application talk to and use the power of those huge pre-trained AI models like OpenAI's GPT-4 or Anthropic's Claude, without you having to build that massive model yourself.
Ah, so you can plug into their brain, basically.
Essentially, yes. So instead of you going to the ChatGPT website to generate something,
Yeah.
your custom app can call the API and get, say, product descriptions generated automatically for thousands of items on an e-commerce site.
Okay, Python, APIs. What's the third piece?
This one's maybe less glamorous, but totally critical. Data handling.
Data handling, cleaning things up.
Exactly. Cleaning, organizing, structuring data. Most businesses have tons of data, but it's often messy, inconsistent, stuck in different places. Being able to prepare that data so an AI can actually understand and learn from it is a hugely valuable skill. Because, you know the old saying, garbage in, garbage out? It's especially true for AI.
Right. Bad data leads to bad AI results. Makes sense. How does someone learn this stuff practically? Just read books?
Books help, but the best way is by doing. Start with a personal project. Build something simple for yourself, like maybe an AI tool to automatically categorize your bank statements, or one that summarizes news articles you want to read. The act of building teaches you way more.
Okay, build something small first.
Then, maybe look at platforms like Kaggle. It's a huge online community for data science and machine learning. Companies post real business problems, real data sets.
And people compete to solve them using AI.
Yeah. You get to practice on real-world challenges, see how top developers approach problems, learn from their code. It's an amazing learning resource.
So realistically, what's the learning curve like here if you're not already a coder? Are we talking months, years?
It depends on your focus, obviously.
Yeah.
But for Python basics relevant to AI, you could get reasonably proficient in, say, a few dedicated months. Learning to use APIs comes after that with practice. Honestly, sometimes the hardest part isn't the raw coding, it's learning how to think about a business problem in a way AI can tackle it and then wrestling with that data.
But the payoff is potentially huge.
Definitely. You're solving complex, unique problems few others can. That commands a premium.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Skill number 4, AI data analysis. You mentioned data handling. This sounds related but different. The opportunity here seems massive. Most businesses are just like swimming in data, right? Sales figures, website clicks, customer info.
Exactly. They're sitting on a potential gold mine of insights, but most are barely scratching the surface. Traditional data analysis, the kind businesses have done for years, mostly tells you what happened. Sales went down 5% last month. Useful, but limited.
Right, looking backwards.
AI-powered analysis goes way beyond that. It can tell you what will happen, that's predictive analysis. And even better, what you should do about it, that's prescriptive analysis.
Okay, give me an example.
So instead of just sales dropped 5%, AI might say, okay, based on all these trends we're seeing, sales are likely to drop another 7% next month. But we recommend running a targeted discount campaign aimed specifically at customer group X because our analysis shows they have the highest probability of churning soon based on their recent behavior.
Whoa, that's actionable. That's telling you exactly what lever to pull.
Precisely. And the reason AI can do this is scale. The human brain just can't compute correlations across thousands of data points coming in daily from, like, 10 different systems. It's impossible.
Too much noise.
Right. But AI can analyze every single point. It finds these incredibly complex, subtle patterns that no human would ever spot. Like, maybe it discovers that blog posts about topic Y, only when published on Tuesday mornings, consistently lead to the highest conversion rate for product Z 2 weeks later, but only for customers in a specific city.
No way a person finds that manually.
Absolutely not. Or it can predict which customer is about to leave before they even consciously decide, giving you a chance to step in and save them.
So how do you get started with this skill? Do you need a PhD in statistics?
Not necessarily. You definitely need to learn SQL-structured query language. That's the fundamental language for talking to databases, where most business data lives. It's how you ask questions of the data. Surprisingly learnable.
Okay.
Then you can leverage tools that already have AI built in. Platforms like Tableau or Microsoft Power BI are adding more and more AI features for forecasting, anomaly detection, deep dives, often without you needing to write tons of code.
So the tools are getting smarter too.
Definitely. And you can even use the large language models themselves, like ChatGPT. Its advanced data analysis mode lets you just upload a file, like an Excel spreadsheet, and then ask questions in plain English. Analyze these sales figures and tell me the top 3 insights for boosting revenue. It can do a surprising amount of analysis just from that.
That's pretty amazing. So an AI data analyst isn't just reporting numbers, they're actively finding ways to grow the business.
Exactly. Optimizing pricing, forecasting inventory, finding profitable customer segments, personalizing marketing.
Yeah.
It all leads directly to revenue. That's why businesses need this skill badly.
Okay, moving on to skill number 5, AI copywriting. This feels very practical. Every single business needs words, right? Website text, emails, social media ads, video scripts. The list is endless. Copywriting is that skill of using words to get someone to do something.
It's absolutely universal. It's the art and science of persuasion through text. And AI has just completely stormed into this field.
Yeah.
Tools from, the everyday chat GPT up to specialized platforms like Jasper or copy.AI, they can generate really high-quality content now and at incredible speed.
And the impact on the bottom line can be huge, right? You mentioned an example.
Yeah, think about a sales webinar. Let's say your current script, maybe one you wrote yourself, keeps about 20% of people engaged right through to the pitch.
Okay, 20% stay.
Now imagine using AI to optimize that script, testing different hooks, refining the emotional journey, tailoring the language to the specific audience you invited. Maybe that AI-optimized script keeps 80% engaged.
Wow, 20% finance, 80%. That's a massive difference.
Huge.
Yeah.
Now, assume your pitch converts 10% of engaged viewers. With the AI script, you could literally make 4 times the revenue from the exact same number of people who initially showed up.
4 times the revenue, just from better words.
Just from better AI-enhanced words. That's the power. It's directly measurable impact. But the advanced technique isn't just asking, write me an ad. It's about properly training the AI on a specific brand's voice and strategy.
How do you do that?
You create what's called a brand voice document. This is super detailed. It outlines the brand's mission, target customer personas, the exact tone, like are they playful, formal, edgy. It includes specific jargon they use or avoid, and critically give it examples of good and bad copy they've used before.
So you're building a style guide for the AI.
Exactly, a comprehensive one. Then you literally paste that entire document into the AI's context window when you give it a prompt.
I see it at the whole rule book.
Yep. And then you give it a specific command like, okay, you've memorized this whole brand voice document. Now act as our professional copywriter. Write 5 email subject lines for our summer sale, specifically targeting persona group A from the document.
So it's not just writing generic copy anymore. It's writing your copy.
Precisely. It becomes like your own in-house copywriter, steeped in your brand. It allows for incredibly fast, consistent, on-brand content creation.
That's a serious advantage. You're basically equipping yourself to drive sales and engagement directly. Huge value.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about skill number 6, AI-assisted software development. This one feels like a game changer. For so long, if you had a great idea for an app or a tool, you either had to spend years learning to code yourself, or you had to find and pay expensive developers. That was a massive barrier.
Totally. So many ideas probably died just because of that hurdle.
Exactly. But now, the revolution is happening.
Because AI can help you build stuff now, even if you're not a hardcore coder.
Yeah, that's the exciting part. Tools like GitHub Copilot. It's like having an AI programmer sitting next to you, suggesting code, sometimes whole functions, as you type. It learns your style, anticipates what you need.
Like an intelligent autocomplete for code?
A very intelligent one.
Yeah.
Then you have platforms like Replit, where you could literally describe the software you want to build in plain English, and it starts generating the code for you.
You just tell it what to build. Serious.
It's getting closer and closer to that. And even the no-code platforms like Bubble, which already let you build apps visually. They're integrating AI now to help you design databases, build complex workflows, essentially making it faster and easier than ever.
Okay, so the barrier to building is coming way down. How does this become a high-value skill?
It becomes incredibly valuable when you combine this AI assistance with niche expertise. Just like with automation, it lets you create exclusive, custom solutions.
Okay, give me an example.
All right, imagine you know a lot about, say, local construction businesses. Their biggest headache is creating accurate quotes quickly. It's manual, error-prone, cost them jobs.
Right, I can see that being a pain point.
Using these AI-assisted tools, even if you're not a master coder, you could build them a custom quoting tool. Something simple maybe, but tailored exactly to them. It factors in their specific material suppliers, their local labor rates, their typical profit margins.
A tool nobody else has, built just for their workflow.
Exactly, and that's where the value explodes. You're no longer just a freelancer charging, I don't know, $3,000 for a generic website tweak. You're a solutions provider, offering an exclusive custom tool that solves a major business problem. Maybe you charge $15,000 for that tool. because they can't get it anywhere else.
15 grand. Wow. Because it's unique.
Unique and solves a costly problem. And here's the real kicker.
There's more.
Once you've built that tool for one contractor,
Uh-huh.
what's stopping you from turning it into a SaaS product? Software as a service?
You mean sell it to other contractors, too?
Oh, exactly. Package it up, maybe you charge a monthly subscription fee and sell it to hundreds, maybe thousands of similar businesses. That's how you scale from solving one problem to building a potentially massive business.
Okay, that's powerful. You're not just trading time for money anymore. You're building an asset.
That's the potential. It lets you scale your impact and your income exponentially.
All right, last one on our list, skill number 7, AI design. This feels similar to copywriting. Everyone needs visuals, right? Logos, websites, social media graphics, ad images. Businesses constantly need design work. And traditionally, that's been expensive and slow.
Oh, totally. Getting a professional logo and brand identity could easily cost thousands. Getting custom graphics for ads or posts took time, back and forth with designers. It was a bottleneck. AI has just smashed through that barrier. You can now create really professional-looking visuals, often in just minutes, even with zero design background.
Okay, so what kind of tools are we talking about here? How does it work? I've heard of things like Midjourney.
Midjourney is a big one, yeah. Tools like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, DLE3, which is actually built into ChatGPT+, now they can generate incredible images from just a text description. Need a photorealistic picture of an astronaut riding a horse on the moon? Just ask for it. Need a unique illustration for your blog post in a watercolor style? Describe it. It's amazing. You often don't need stock photos or expensive photo shoots anymore.
Mind-blowing. What about more standard marketing stuff, like social media posts?
For that, you've got tools like Canva, which many people already use. But Canva now has this integrated AI suite called Magic Studio. It can help you instantly generate thumbnails, resize designs for different platforms, create social media posts from a simple prompt, even whip up short promotional videos. It speeds up the workflow massively.
And for more complex design, like app interfaces or presentations.
Yeah, there are tools there too. Ueaser is one you can literally sketch an app interface on paper, take a photo, and it turns it into a clickable digital mockup.
Seriously, hand-drawn sketch-to-app mockup.
It's pretty wild. And tools like Gamma can take a few bullet points about your topic and generate a complete, beautifully designed, multi-slide presentation in seconds. Saves hours of fiddling with layouts and colors.
It's democratizing design, isn't it?
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
It really is. Mastering these tools means you can offer design services that are way faster, way cheaper, and sometimes even more creative than traditional approaches. Or, you could just handle all the design for your own business yourself, saving a ton of money and bringing your vision to life directly.
Incredible. So you're putting professional-level visual creation into everyone's hands.
Pretty much. Okay, let's just step back for a second and think about these 7 skills together. Prompt engineering, automation, AI development, data analysis, copywriting, AI-assisted software development, and AI design. Not that long ago, maybe 10 years. These were essentially 7 different jobs, 7 different specialists you'd need to hire.
Right. A developer, a designer, a writer, a data person, an ops person.
Yeah, each requiring years of training, often demanding high salaries or expensive freelance fees. To launch a simple business idea, you might have easily been looking at $200,000 in first-year salaries? Or maybe $50,000 just in initial freelance costs to get the basics built.
Easily. Probably more.
And here's the big shift, the real aha moment from all this. Today, one person, one single person, armed with the right AI skills, can realistically perform all of those roles effectively. Maybe not at the absolute highest level in every single one, but certainly well enough to build, launch, and grow a successful business.
One person doing the work of 7 specialists.
It's unprecedented. The barrier between having a great idea and actually making it real, it has never, ever been lower than it is right now. You don't need a huge chunk of savings anymore. You don't necessarily need angel investors before you even make your first sale. You don't need to build a big team from day one. The tools are here.
But there's a but, isn't there? This won't last forever, this window of opportunity. It feels like it's closing, slowly maybe, but closing.
I think that's exactly right. Right now, most businesses, most people are still just trying to figure this stuff out. They're playing catch up. They're still thinking in the old ways. The people, like you listening now, who decide to really learn and master these skills today, while everyone else is still confused, you gain this massive, almost unfair, competitive advantage.
You get ahead while the getting is good, basically.
Essentially, yes. And look, you don't have to become a world-class expert in all 7 skills tomorrow. That's overwhelming. Even just getting really good at one or two of these, especially if you combine it smartly with a niche or a specific business model, that alone can take you incredibly far. Focus is key.
So the message is, the tools are ready. The opportunities are literally everywhere. It just comes down to, are you going to grab them? Are you going to figure this out before everyone else does? Because these skills, they're not just tech toys. They're about solving real problems, creating real value for businesses and customers.
And when you can consistently do that, when you can create that value,
Yeah.
the money just naturally follows.
Yeah.
It really does.